Hey y'all, welcome to or back to Cuppy's Crochet. Today I'm going to be working on making a beach wrap, which can be worn versatilely if it comes out correctly. And I am using Karen Skinny Cakes for this. And it says on here to use a size 4mm hook or G, so the closest I have is a 4.25mm hook, so I'm going with it. You can use whatever you like. This is a 3 weight yarn, yarn needle for sewing it all in, pair of scissors for cutting it later, and you're supposed to have two 32mm hooks. I don't have that, so I'm improvising for now with this little tape ring thing. So let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do is make a slip knot and chain. I forgot. I had to look. We're going to start off by chaining 166. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I'm not really going to do this on camera. So I'm going to go off camera, chain 166, and I will be right back. Alright, here I am at the end of my chain 166, and now for our first row we are going to go into our first chain. This doesn't count as anything, so this chain, if you can see, 1 bump, 2 bump, go into that one, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. There you have your first single crochet into the next, going into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and you are going to repeat that all the way down until you have a total of 165 single crochets. And if you want, so that you won't get confused, I don't have a stitch marker or what I use for a stitch marker, so I'm going to pretend this is one for a moment. And you can put a stitch marker into the very first one so that you'll know that's where it ends. And I'm going to go finish my row 1, and I will be right back for row 2. Okay, here I am at the end of row 1. And here's your deciding factor. I'm going to chain 2 and turn. Some people chain 3 and turn, but I chain 2 because in my opinion it gives a cleaner edge. So, and I've never worked this before, so I'm not gonna lie, I'm winging it. So anyway, chain 2, turn, whoops, yarn over, and not into the first but into your second single crochet. We are going to double crochet. So yarn over, going into our second single crochet, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and we're going to double crochet into each single crochet all the way across for a total of 165. Now, with that being said, if you noticed on your first row that, oops, I get to the end and it's not 165, if you have 163, 4, 5, it doesn't matter. You don't have to frog anything out, just keep it 1 or 2 stitches off, it's not going to matter. And also, I don't know how well this is showing up on camera. It looks like you can tell, but I have noticed, I've never used the Karen Skinny Cakes before, but I like it because it's got a lot of colors to it, and I thought that that was really, really pretty. And I wanted to use it for something, so I chose this. But anyway, oh, big wind gust. I'm enjoying how this is turning out. So in our next stitch, yarn over, going into the next, well, you know, third stitch now, but second. Anyway, yarn over, going in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And we are going to double crochet all the way down, and I will meet you back for row 3. Alright, here I am at the end of row 3, and I would like to say I do apologize because I forgot. If you're going, I only got 164, that chain stitch we did at the beginning always counts as 1 double crochet, so I'm sorry. And my yarn is changing over to the next color, and I love this. That's so cute. Moving on, row, I almost said round. I got stuck on that hat pattern I did, and I get confused because I have a bad habit of going from round to row. Anyway, for row 3, we're going to chain 1, turn your work, single crochet into the very first double crochet at the top. So that's 1, and to the next, and the next. So there's 3, 4, 5, and 160 more single crochets to go. And I will meet you back at the stitch marker. Well, my imaginary stitch marker over here. Or over here. It's one of those days, y'all, I'm telling you. Oh, I'm telling you, I can't get it together. Single, double, single. And just in case, this is going to be a repeat pattern for the next total of 95 rows. So you are going to end on a single, I want to say. But anyway, single, double, single, double. And I may or may not be back for the next row. But anyway, we got the concept here, and I'll see you back in a minute. Okay, so here I am at the end of row 3, and our last single crochet will go into the top of that chain 2. Or if you did 3, you can put it in the top of chain 3, or you can do it in the top of chain 2. And now I'm chaining 2 and turn, and we're going to repeat that double crochet, single crochet, double, single, double, single, all the way until you get to finish up row 95. So I'm going to work on my 95 rows, and I'll see you back shortly. And this is where I am at now, currently 20 rows in, and I am loving these color changes. So back to my beach wrap. Here I am on my last row. I decided to not go to row 95. This is row 71, and I'm completing my last round on a single crochet row. So here's one more to go. Removing our stitch marker and our last single crochet. Now we are going to chain 1 and start working down the side, but we are going to single crochet into that same stitch one more time. So now that we've done that, since we did a single crochet, chain 1, single crochet, that's 3 into that corner. Replacing into the first single crochet. Now what you're going to want to do is single crochet down this side all the way down, and once you get to this corner, single crochet 3 into this corner and into each corner all the way around, and I will meet you back at the stitch marker for our last round to complete. See you in a minute. Okay, here we are at the last part. Didn't complete my last double crochet, so removing the stitch marker, and I just said double and I meant single. Oops. So we are going to single crochet into the very last one, slip stitch into the next. If my hook wants to go in, but it may be a little tight because remember this is our chain 1. So slip stitch. Now we are going to chain 1. And I'm sorry if I got off camera. I don't have much room to work with here. And turn our work. And into that same space, single crochet 1, single crochet into the next. Whoops. Now, I'm sorry. Let me do that again, because I know I'm getting off camera and I'm not meaning to. So chain 1, single crochet into that same stitch, single crochet into the next. Pretend I put a stitch marker in here because I can't get to it right now, and we're going to single crochet all the way around until we get back to our stitch marker, which will be right here. And I'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, here I am at the very end, removing my stitch marker. I've already cut my yarn and slip stitch into the very last one, very last single crochet, yarn needle, loading it up, sew in your end. And I'm going to go off camera again, imagine that, and I'm going to finish sewing in my end, and I still don't have my 35mm ring, so you know, fake it till you make it. And I guess I'm not going to go on off camera to sew in my end. And I know I'm probably doing different with the way I sew in than other people, and that's okay as long as it works, right? I'm not going to go on camera for just 2 stitches, so there we go, close enough. I'm done. And my scissors. There we are. I'm trying to get this not to slide off the table. It shouldn't because I put the towel down, but you never know. It's kind of heavy. Cut the end, and I will show the rest later on my little mannequin thing. But I'm grabbing one end to the other, so it's, well, you can see long. Folding it in half, because I'm nosy as a little kid. So again, I'm using tape because I don't have my 35mm thing. Push both ends up to the end. This is, you know, imagining if you're wearing it. Push it up through there. It's not going to do right now the way I want. And, well, if I leave the tape, which I'm not going to do, but I could just pull that until it was tight enough to fit on a waist. But I'm going to try and find another ring later. I may end up using that one on my mannequin if I can't find another one until I get to where I can find what I want. But that's it. And I will show you shortly how it will be on my mannequin. So here's the one way you can put yours. I'm sorry about the light there. I don't know how that's going to look, trying not to blind you, but there's one way you can wear it if you decide to put it all around your bathing suit so it'll cover, and you can have one arm or shoulder coming out. And here's another idea of how, if you want your top to be out and just cover the bottom, you've got a nice long skirt to cover you with, and it's not too hot or too warm. So if you're out on the beach and you know you want to go somewhere for lunch or to cool off, there you go, you've got a little skirt and it's perfect. I hope you all enjoyed this tutorial, and for all future uploads, please like, subscribe, ring the bell if you want to see everything that I upload later, and also feel free to share out on your social media. Thanks for joining me, and have a wonderful day. Thanks. Bye until next time.